In this video, I'll show you how to create a flat sheet estimate for an offset press. From the home page, click on Estimates. That will bring you to the Estimates Manager page, and on the Estimate Manager page, click on the green plus to create a new estimate. You'll begin the estimate by typing in the customer name. Customer names must be already entered into the customer database in order for you to use them in an estimate. Notice how, as I begin to type in the customer name, Franklin Anywhere suggests possibilities for the name of this customer, and then all I need to do is use my down arrow and the enter key to select that name. Once the customer name has been entered, various pieces of information will auto-populate, such as the sales rep, the customer service rep, the customer's address and contact information, the ship to information, and the contact information. At this point in the process, I strongly recommend that you save your work. And here you receive the notification that the estimate was indeed successfully saved. Although the fields auto-populate with the default information, it is possible to make changes. Click on the arrow and you will be presented with the option. Here we can choose the other option, which will allow us to enter the information that we need. We'll now scroll down and begin to enter the specifications for this estimate. It is possible to attach files to an estimate. Simply click on Add Files, browse to the particular file you wish to use, click on it, click Open, and Franklin Anywhere will bring that file into the estimate. We're now ready to select the type of estimate we want to make, and in this case it's going to be offset. Click on the offset button to start. We're now ready to enter the specifications for this particular job. So the first thing to do would be to give the part a name, assign the width, height, and a quantity that is desired, and pick the side one colors. This is going to be process, so we can click on the button for process color. If we were going to be printing this work in turn, we could put a check mark here and the colors would come over from the front side. However, we're not printing it work in turn. We're going to put black here on this color. So we type in black, and from the list that drops down we select the standard PMS black. We're also going to put some red on the back here, so we start typing in the PMS number, and as we put it in, the list becomes shorter and shorter till we finally have the color we want, which we select, and it is now entered as the second color for the back side. If additional colors were needed, they could be entered in the same manner. It is possible to indicate a piece with bleed. This is the default bleed size, and clicking here in the middle will give full bleed, and using the triangles you can select individual sides that will have the bleed. Now that we have our ink in, let's select our stock. Scrolling down, we'll now click on the Select Inventory Item button. This screen comes up. Lots of inventory here. To narrow it down, I'm going to enter one of the dimensions, 20, and that will bring up only stock that has a 20 in the dimension, be it 20 by 26, 14 by 20, 20 by 28, and so on. I click on the stock and select it. Notice how Franklin Anywhere has brought in the parent size, stock type, the vendor, basis weight, color, reference code, grain direction, caliper, everything but the cost. That will be figured separately. We're now ready to put our press into the estimate. We select it from the list, and we need an activity for it. In this case, it'll be printing on the 20 by 48. Some plates. Click on New Plate. Select the plating activity, and then the plates that we're going to use. We now need to select our press sheet size. Here we're going to go with a 20 by 28. Next, we'll select the image size, in this case 20 by 26. We see that it's one up, one out. Clicking on the View button, we get to see how that will lay out. Clicking anywhere outside of the white area will take us back to the estimate. We do have some pre-press activity here. We're going to do some pre-flight. So we click on that, select pre-flight, and then enter the number of minutes, in this case 10. Then hit save. And we have some finishing. We'll want to cut this down to its finished size. In this case, we are going from the press sheet to the finished size. And also, it's the same as the parent sheet to final size. So we can check either one of these options and then hit save. And finally, we'll want to do a little folding. So again, clicking on finishing, then on the list, click folding. We're going to do an 8-page signature fold on this. So we'll click on that, and to see what it'll look like, we can click on the icon to the right there. It'll give us a little demonstration. And once we're done with the demonstration, we can click on the icon again to close that window. Be sure to hit save, and then we return to our estimate. We've entered all of our functions for this particular job. Let's scroll down a little bit here. We can add a note by clicking here. The window appears, we type our note in, and then of course we'll want to hit save. And we can see here that the note was created, by whom, the time, and what the note itself is. If we wanted to, we could add an additional estimating part by clicking on one of these buttons. But as far as this estimate, we are now done, and we'd like to look at the details of this estimate. Click on the Detail button, and you'll see the details appear here. Here's a summary showing the press work, ink, stock, commission, activities, and the job part total and the project total. Pricing for the part and job total can be adjusted by clicking on the Adjust button. Either the individual part or the total can be adjusted. Here we see we can adjust by price, percentage, or dollar. For this job, let's round it up to an even $4,300. So we click price, enter $4,300, come down, click apply, and now the job has been adjusted to $4,300. Be sure to click save. And here we see the job has been adjusted. The difference between $4,300 and this amount is the amount of the commission. Then make certain that you click Save. Clicking on the Show button will take you out of the edit mode and allow you to have several options. In the Show mode, you are now able to duplicate the estimate, jump to the notes of this estimate, export it to a job, do a hard copy printout, a PDF printout, email it to the customer, or if you so choose, go back and make edits. That is all there is to making an offset flat sheet estimate.